Good morning, George.
Morning.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Arkansas Flavors. I'm that guy with U.S. Food Service. Today we're here at Smokey Joe's in Benton. We come down here to see some good barbecue, some good food.
That's right.
George, what do you got over here on the tray? I see that before
I got
she gets
this
out
young
here.
lady that's going to pick this up. This is our family pack. We give you a pound of pork, couple of pints of the side and barbecue sauce and the buns. And this is one of our best sellers. A lot of people go through the drive-thru, pick it up. $15.39 plus tax. It feeds a family of 4. The way the economy is, that'd be wonderful. And you know, you got quite a bit of meat in there.
Well, that's what we come by to see, not only to see what you do serve, but how you cook it. So we're going to head on back to the kitchen and get all of his secrets. We'll tell you about it.
We'll go do that.
Okay, we got back here into the back at what I call the business end of the business. We're back here with George. We're going to look at the smokers, and what I want him to explain to us is how long well, let's say the proper procedure. Whenever you take and open, this is 2 pork butts, by the way, and this is what we call a brisket flat.
Okay.
Walk us through when you open this until it comes out of the smoker. What steps are involved?
What we do is we load this up, cook it at 225 for about 12 hours, and we have one of these modern pits where we can set a timer. It still uses hickory. It smokes it the same way, except it controls the temperature overnight. And in the morning we get this product. These 2 pork butts there. I got a couple of pork butts right here.
Yeah.
Comparable, more or less.
Okay, so you're looking at what, average of 50%
yes,
shrink on that?
25 on cooking and 25 in trimming. Slice it in half so you got that pretty juicy part, the middle part.
That pretty rainbow ring around the outside shows that how deep the smoke penetrated.
Now we trim, this is for slicing, we trim the fat off the side.
So you do the flat for slicing.
Yes, and then the rest, we trim it out. I'm going to slice a few here.
Just scooted my sandwich over out of the way.
There you go. You want to try some of this?
Do you do a slicer or do you hand slice it?
We do both,
Come on,
depending.
don't
If we're
cheat on
very
me now, George.
busy, we'll do the the slicer.
Usually the hardest thing about a brisket, if you slice it thick like that, normally, if you try it at home, it's tough.
Yes. Give it a shot right now. It's the time.
Ain't nothing tough about that. So, it's just a slow smoking that makes it tender all the way through.
Yes, that's the secret, mostly.
Some of the seasonings you have on there, so you're pretty proud of your barbecue.
Yes.
As you should be.
Yep, we use hickory wood for the cooking.
You can taste it in there. There's no substitute for hickory wood.
That's right.
You can do, a lot of places do the liquid smoke. To me, that's just too strong.
We don't even have that stuff in the building.
Beautiful.
I never mess with wood. My customers looking for a flavor, and that's why they walk in the door.
Consistent flavor every time.
Yes, and I make sure it's there.
That's one way of doing it.
No reason to trick them.
I know we're flip-flopping around a little bit. We've tried this, but you also do 2 different types of pork ribs.
Yes, I do the baby backs and spare ribs. And
which seems to be your best seller out of those?
You know,
why do you use
the spare ribs? Well, I don't know. People ask for it, so that's. I mean, they're both pork, and the baby backs. I think we do a dry rub on them and give you a sauce with them. The spare, we don't do anything to them except smoke them and put our sauce on them. And these are. That's probably a good-looking dinner here. We just cut it up, put it on a plate.
Okay, and you do that, and we're going to get into some of the dinners and the different the entrees that you have available in the different barbecues. But it's not, you're not just restricted to these 3 or 4 different meats.
Nope.
I noticed that you have. We're going to go over the menu here in a little bit. Look at some of the other items.
Right.
So, with that, let's just take a break. Go out. We'll come back. We'll try some of the meats.
Sounds good.
We cut up just now back in the kitchen. Can't get any fresher than that.
That's the ribs right there we cut. And
this one you cut?
Yep.
These are all the ones we just brought off.
And that's the brisket, the sliced beef. That's got our mustard sauce on it.
Now I got to try that mustard sauce.
Yeah.
How many sauces do you have?
We have a mild, a hot, and a mustard, and a medium. We mix our mild and hot form.
So you make your own sauces up here
Yes, daily.
the restaurant?
Yeah, every day.
Good.
And
what provoked you to get a new mustard sauce? It doesn't seem like Arkansas.
Well, some of these folks from the Carolinas, North Carolina, that is, they've been asking about it walking in, and I figured it'd be something to try, add it on, and it's been a success.
Well, I'm going to try it.
Try it.
Now, scoot over to it to talk while we're still on beef.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that the, what is that, chopped beef, shredded beef?
That's a
sandwich?
chopped beef sandwich, and we put the slaw on it. That's an open-faced pork sandwich over there. And you got a foot long, which we loaded down. We don't play with it. We load the thing down.
Well, that's different.
Yep.
Now I know why the people in the Carolinas talk so funny. That's pretty good sauce right there. I like that. That's different. I didn't expect that. Okay. Now this is the open-faced pork.
Yes.
So you just take
Take that
pulled,
meat,
chopped,
chopped. That's chopped. We chop it
pile
up.
it on. Now, you answer one of my questions right there. Do you ever have anybody that doesn't want slaw on their
Yes. We always ask every customer.
How does that run?
When they walk
50-50, or how do we eat it in Arkansas?
Well, in Arkansas, I say 80-20.
Want the coleslaw on the barbecue?
Yes, 80 wants it on. Unless
For
they're
once,
coming
I'm
from,
in the majority. That's the only way
Yeah.
to do it. All right, on the foot long, you've got is that a chili?
That's
Of
chili,
course. I hope that's
cheese,
chili. If not, it's time to change
mustard.
that hot dog. Chili is made from your barbecue?
chili. Yeah, no, we make our own chili separate. And
okay.
then we put the slaw and the cheese and the onions and mustard. That's basically what covers
Cool.
that.
Rather than double dip, because I know this is the camera guy. I can see him snarling over there. He wants this foot long. I got to try the sauce.
We'll make him another one.
That's real chili.
Yep.
It's not out of the can. I like that. Okay, we've got pork, we got beef sliced, we got beef chopped, we got chopped pork, we've got a chili foot long with
Right.
everything, I'm assuming, chili, cheese, coleslaw. Now the difference I'm seeing here on
The slaw
sandwiches,
difference? Yeah.
you got dry slaw?
Yes, we use a dry slaw on our sandwiches.
See, I didn't realize there's two different
That's
types of
just a shredded cabbage that goes on it. Now, about 2% of the customers want the coleslaw, and we'll put it on. That's
Absolutely.
not an issue, but most of the time it comes with dry slaw.
So you can get slaw or coleslaw. Coleslaw
Right.
is the wet.
Coleslaw's the wet.
Only
The
difference.
mayonnaise and carrots.
All
And,
right. For those that don't want to barbecue, that gives them a little something. You got a hamburger?
burger, we don't play here.
Ooh, look at that baby. That's a
These are,
double cheeseburger.
Third of a pound burger, each one of those. And
I guess that's mine since I touched it.
yeah, you can go for it. You can
That's
sit
mine,
here all
too,
day.
right? That's mine. Chicken. For those that don't
Chicken.
want pork or beef
Yeah.
or
We have our
hamburgers,
chicken.
beautiful chicken. Now that's
smoke it.
on the smoker?
Yes.
With the
we
rest
smoke
of it.
it about 3 hours.
Silly
and,
question, I know.
Yeah.
Beautiful. How do you serve your chicken? How can you order? Whole, half, quarter?
Well, whole half. Most of the dinners come with a half, and get a couple sides with it. And our sides: green beans, coleslaw, potato
Speaking of-
salad.
Now, what
our
would this
standard
cost me?
stuff.
What's this on the menu for? Do you know the price
That's-
offhand?
Pretty quickly, it's about close to $7 for the plate.
Cost you $2.50 for a half a chicken at the grocery store, so you can't
Yeah.
go wrong there. I noticed all of it's a very economical place to eat, but you got the quality product for
Yes,
a
yes.
decent price.
We give good portions too.
And tamales under here somewhere?
Tamales, they're chicken tamales. Give it a shot.
Chicken?
Chicken, Cajun chicken. They're a little spicy.
Well,
but
no, wait a
not-
minute. This is a chicken tamale, and I see most of the chicken over here. What do you got made out of this?
We just
Peppers?
kind of, yeah, we put peppers and cayenne and mix it up. Give it a shot.
I like it. That's
Yeah.
good. That's different.
Yeah.
That's a whole lot better than just a regular beef tamale. And the chili really
Well,
gives
I've
it a
had
kick.
customers that add beef to it.
I wanted to get in here was homemade fried pies. Can't find them just everywhere.
Right.
These are cooked fresh every day.
Yep.
Do the flavors change, or you just basically stay with your
We
peach,
stay with
apple,
the
and
three
chocolate?
those are our most popular. That's
Come. I noticed them up on the counter in the tray, so this is packaged to go.
right.
We got peach, which you
And
said
apple.
alluded to as being a little bit tart.
The
which is
peach
good.
is, yes.
Yes,
And the
excellent.
apple is good and sweet. That's my favorite one.
Ah, no, I gotta have
And the
chocolate.
chocolate, yeah.
Grandma, we're going to. We gave quite a variety of items here, and this is not by any means the entire menu.
Yes.
That's what amazed me. You've got such a variety, and you kick this out real quick.
Pretty quick, yeah. Got a good
well, we
turnaround
ordered it.
on 'em.
Before we sit down. So if you're looking out there and don't want to wait and you want great food, you got it here. George can fix you up. Smokey
Right.
Joe's Barbecue, Benton, Military Road. Excellent
Thank you.
place to eat.